At this point, Hyperdimension Neptunia seems like it's the Sonic of Japanese role-playing games. They don't sell too well, their fan service garbage, and they look the same each and every installment, but the developers keep pumping them out anyway for some reason. With any successful series, however, there are usually spin-off games, and Neptunia already has one on the PC called Hyperdimension Neptunia U. No, the title doesn't refer to the console it's on, it just refers to the fact that somehow this game features, quote, action unleashed, at least according to the title. What kind of action does this game feature, and is it any better than the other mediocre Neptunia games that are already out? Let's find out. First off, let's talk about the game itself, starting with the story. The storyline is the same thing you've come to expect from the Neptunia franchise. If anime tits and girls, fan service, fourth wall jokes, and some video game and console warfare references are hilarious to you, you'll find this funny in the same way tons of people also find YouTube comedians and true TV hilarious. Otherwise, you'll want to press the X button on your controller to just automatically skip through the dreadful dialogue. Don't take my word for it though, because I'll let you experience this game's deep intellectual story for yourself.
Holy loss of fabric, you guys! Hang on a sec, everyone! What happened to our clothes? What the hell is this? What's going on with our clothes? This didn't happen in any of the other games.
Oh dear, what a conundrum. This will cause my popularity to grow even more.
Hey, Idea Factory! I thought we had an agreement not to cross this line. What are we supposed to do about this?
Why so antagonistic? We merely need to exit the dungeon and our clothes are magically repaired.
I'm not surprised you aren't batting an eye, Vert, but how do you think poor Blonde feels?
Don't drag me into your insecurities! This isn't a big deal. But in worse situations,
I guess. It feels like our limits are constantly being tested, though.
Aha! This must be the unique sales point for this game. Bring it on! We'll still be strong female leads.
Thank you very much, console patron units of game industry.
Good grief, I am poopered out. It was a fun quest, though, so thanks.
You have my thanks for this. I'll be happy to help anytime you want to write another article about me.
What an invigorating workout that was. Please call upon me again anytime.
That was interesting. I look forward to reading your article.
Okay, thanks, everyone.
Leave the rest to me. I'll make sure it catches even our casual readers' eyes. I've got to head back to the office and type it up before midnight, so stay tuned.
Being a game industry journalist must be a tough job. She finished working and has to go do more work? Yeesh.
How about we all play some games while we wait for her article?
We just finished a quest and you already want to play games? You've got surprising stamina, Vert.
Games are our lives.
Count me in. I'll play until I drain your stamina bar dry. Be prepared for an all-night game-a-thon.
I don't mind joining in. Enjoying games until the sun starts to come up is fun.
Sometimes. Well, Noir, you were complaining about being tired, but what say you? We won't force you to join us, but...
Of course I'm coming, duh! Games are...
And the worst part is, just like a bad comedy sketch or bad movie, the game drags on and on and on and on with this boring, pointless dialogue, and you just want all the characters to shut up after you've sat through hours of this. I mean, I was waiting to play the game and I spent like 15 minutes listening to this dreadful dialogue to the point where I just hit X to skip all of it, and it is horrible. And did I mention that just about all the characters in this game are anime girls for the sake of it, complete with one having blatantly oversized breasts? And did I mention that the CPU candidates in this game are all blatantly underage? Now on to the gameplay, since after all the game bills itself as having action unleashed. The gameplay of this game is similar to that of the Dynasty Warriors series. Developed by Tamsoft, whose most recent success has been the controversial Senran Kagura series, this game is a departure from most Neptunia titles, which are straight up role-playing games. Just like Dynasty Warriors, you go around and slice up a ton of enemies at once, while other Dynasty Warriors titles used either feudal Asian countries, the Trojan War, Gundam, Fist of the North Star, One Piece, Zelda, or Dragon Quest as the settings. This game uses the Neptunia series as a setting. However, while Dynasty Warriors has some tactical elements requiring you to, for example, capture bases, this game appears to lack them. You fight hordes of enemies that are blatant, quote, parodies or references to other video game series. This makes the game feel less like an original game and more like a slapped-together Doomwad or Mugen character pack, or like one of those crazy fan fictions you see on DeviantArt with so many crossovers that it ends up looking like the album cover to Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. You also end up fighting these characters in very generic environments. The difficulty of this game is less consistent than the McDonald's drive-thru. Early in the game, it can go very quickly from being easy to what is this garbage level hard. Now, what sets this game apart from being a Dynasty Warriors clone with a trashy video game license attached to it is the fact that this game now has a stripping system. Similar to games such as Senran Kagura, your main character can be stripped of their clothing, even with the underage characters. I might as well remind you right now that this is a T-rated game and that someone at the ESRB actually looked at this game and saw no problem with giving this game to 13-year-olds. That's right, this game is like one of those shitty porn games you can find in strange places. And this is due to the fact that the game feels like the only reason the gameplay is there is so Neptunia U can qualify as a game, in between the fan service, bad writing, and the stripping. Reading Steam reviews, it's clear that gamers purchase the game solely for watching anime girls getting their clothes torn off. Because here's the deal, the quality of the gameplay itself is pretty poor, and the only reason many people would play this game is for the fan service. It's like calling drugs bath salts even though nobody in their right mind buying them is going to use them as actual bath salts. Other than that, Neptunia U brings nothing new to the table. The graphics and music are pretty bland and forgettable, the gameplay is a mediocre clone of a more well-known game franchise, and is there any actual story in Neptunia U? All in all, skip this game. If you want to buy this game for some reason though, buy it on the PC. At least then you can play this game in the privacy and comfort of your own room, and not in public where you might scare people on a crowded bus or subway car. Thanks for watching, subscribe for more, and please save your money for better games.